join me in the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Thank you. Roll call. Mayor Pro Tem Elder.
Present.
Commissioner Rozelle.
Present.
Commissioner Oldsman.
Present.
Commissioner Jenks is excused. Mayor Paul, present. Approval of the agenda. Do we have a motion to approve?
So moved. Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Approval of the consent agenda.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Moving on to communications. We have two communications. I should note that Commissioner Jenks did receive, actually during our last commission meeting when he wasn't here, he received the 2022 Jim Sinclair Exceptional Service Award for his many years of service, both to Huntington Woods, SEMCOG, and Michigan Municipal League, amongst other things. Just wanted to make mention of that. Any other comments? We don't have any elected officials with us this evening, so we'll move on to public participation. Any comments from the public that are not part of the regular agenda? Seeing none, public participation is closed, and we'll move on to the regular items of business. And the first one is a proclamation, which is always fun to do, and very honored to be able to make this proclamation in honor of Gilda Jacobs. So this is a proclamation by the City of Huntington Woods in honor of Gilda Z. Jacobs. Whereas the Honorable Gilda Z. Jacobs received the 2022 Neil Shine Award for exemplary regional leadership from the Detroit Free Press and the Metropolitan Affairs Coalition on October 6, 2022. This award recognizes individuals who have made significant contributions to regional cooperation in Southeast Michigan. Whereas Gilda previously served as a member of this council, Huntington Woods City Commission, from 1981 to 1994. She was a member of the Oakland County Board of Commissioners from 1995 through 98. Thereafter, she was elected to serve in the Michigan House of Representatives from 1998 to 2002, and went on to win a landslide election to the Michigan Senate, where she served through 2010. Whereas Gilda Z. Jacobs has devoted her entire professional career to public service and improving the lives of her constituents and all the citizens of the state of Michigan. She thereafter served as president and CEO of the Michigan League for Public Policy. Whereas Gilda Z. Jacobs was also elected to the Michigan Women's Hall of Fame in 2017. Whereas Gilda Jacobs is the proud mother of Jessica Steinhardt and the grandmother of 3 beautiful grandchildren. Despite the tragic loss of her daughter Rachel in 2015 and her husband John Jacobs in 2020, Gilda Jacobs remains an outstanding role model and inspirational leader to all who know her and consistently look to her for guidance and counsel. Therefore, be it proclaimed that the City of Huntington Woods City Commission hereby expresses its full admiration and appreciation to the Honorable Gilda Z. Jacobs for her dedicated and impactful service and leadership over the past 4 decades, and affirms that she remains a bright, shining light for our entire community and the state of Michigan. In witness whereof, I hereunto set my hand on this first day of November 2022 and cause the seal of the City of Huntington Woods to be herein affixed.
Suitable for framing. Oh, it is framing.
We take care of everything, Honorable.
Congratulations.
So can I just say a few few words?
Mayor,
This is lovely.
You ever known a politician who couldn't?
Nice job.
Thank you.
Jules, really nice. So I was just kind of reflecting a little bit before I came over. You know, some 40-something years ago, you know, I don't know if you all know the history of how I ended up getting on the city commission, but at the time I ran for Oakland County Commissioner, and Jack Olson, who was the mayor of Huntington Woods, actually won that race. He was a Republican. It was a pretty Republican district years ago. And there was an opening on our city commission to fill the remainder of Jack's term. So a lot of people put their names in. And Ron Gillum, who was the mayor at the time, really spoke up on my behalf and really pushed to have me get that appointment. And others on the commission followed suit and ended up voting me in. But you know, when I reflect back, it was like the commission was starting to dip its toe, if you will, into trying to get our commission to look more like the people that were living in the city. You know, that it was more representative of the demographics of the community. So I think I was the first woman, but I think I may have even been the youngest person that ever was. I think I was 30, maybe. I don't know if anybody younger than me had ever been, on the commission. So I cut my public service teeth here. It was an amazing 14 years. I learned so much, met so many people, started the networking, which is so important for all of us in terms of leadership and being able to work on the kinds of things that we all get into this crazy business for, if you will. I think you're still getting $1 a year. Am I right? Yeah.
Haven't gotten it for a while, but it's neither here
We
nor
used
there.
to get $60 a year, and then we made the decision, well, either, you're going to be $1 a year man, or we have to raise our salary, so we decided we'll do the $1. So anyways, I am truly grateful for this. I was absolutely stunned when I got the phone call for the Neil Shine Award. It was really something, and I'm just grateful every day that I had jobs that I loved waking up and doing, including usually being a member of the legislature, but at the end I was pretty happy to get out and become the CEO of the Michigan League for Public Policy. So anyways, thank you, appreciate it, and you still have me to kick around a while longer.
Thank you. You want to we should all be in this picture. This is, here, no, we'll get all of us in here. And we get a cutout of Commissioner Jinks so we can.
Photoshop, Jeff.
Well, you didn't have an enforcer like me.
1, 2, 3. Very good.
You don't have to frame it. You thought of everything.
You all understand the doctrine of fair use, right? I'm going to use that all over the place.
As a short follow-up to Gilda's story, she talked about her appointment to the city commission following Jack Olson's move to the county commission. Just a little tidbit of history, when Gilda then won her seat on the county commission, I was appointed to fill her seat. So life goes on.
Ron Gillum put a little card by my seat that said member of the Old Boys Club.
Yeah.
Wouldn't do that today.
That was part of what I was running on.
Right. Congratulations again. Thanks for coming this evening. Our second item of business is adopting the 2023 commission dates, which you have a revised set of dates in front of you this evening, which sort of goes back to our original third Tuesday of the month format. Other than a couple of changes, April, we went with the first and the fourth in order to get a budget study session in there. And then, of course, we have the Monday, November 13th per the charter for the organizational meeting. And whoever is elected gets to go to work immediately the very next night on November 14th, which is a second Tuesday of the month, trying to stay away from Thanksgiving week. So do we have a motion to approve?
So moved.
Second.
Any comments or questions? All right, all those in favor?
Aye.
Opposed? Motion carries. City Manager's report.
Thank you, Mayor Paul. I'll do my best to be brief. Thank you for the input, and thanks to Carol for her input on the schedule too. So I was trying to follow the one from this year, which was a little bit all over the place, but this one I think works better, and thanks for the help and for your patience with that. Obviously, quite busy in the office right now with the election. Not me, but everybody else who works here. A lot of absentee ballots come in. We're just over 60%, I think, on return rate right now, which puts us, I think, ahead of most communities. We are going to be open all day throughout the remainder of this week. We will not close from 1 to 2 for lunch. Somebody will be here for ballots coming back in. Obviously, the drop box still remains in the lobby, and the one on the west side of the building as well, which is open 24 hours and lit and monitored under video surveillance, so they can be dropped off at any time. Office will be open on Saturday, all day too, from
8 to 4.
8 to 4 on Saturday. So if you have any issues with your absentee ballot, if you want to come in and get your ballot and vote it, somebody will be here to help you out all day with that. And obviously, polls will be open on Tuesday for the regular election day. So thanks to everybody for their work on that here in this office. Thanks to the residents for their work on that as well. We will once again be one of, if not the highest turnout community in Oakland County, most likely the highest. So it's kudos to us. Another grant opportunity we're working on, just working on a little bit last week, and this week had a meeting with Tracy Shanley from Parks and Rec. There is a Spark grant, which is designed to help provide funds for upgrades, modifications, and renovations to community recreational facilities that were impacted by COVID-19. $65 million has been made available by the state. This is a competitive grant, but I think we can make a very good application for some needed upgrades and modifications to our pool area, in particular the locker rooms, which are kind of original, I think, to when that was built. So looking at some things, I've already spoken with Nowak and Frous. They're going to help out on this. Planning and engineering can be included in that, so we're going to look at some things to upgrade the accessibility to that, make things barrier-free under the guise of universal access. So I think it's, and they're just otherwise needed functional and cosmetic upgrades. Those, both locker rooms and the family locker rooms. I think it's a good grant opportunity. And Tracy and her staff are going to work hard on that. And thanks to Nowak and Frous for their help. What was the email that went out today? All of you who had Thursday on your Wyoming road paving bingo, congratulations. You've won. It looks like we're going to be able to pave that on Thursday. Base pave has been in. Had a little bit of rain last week that's backed us up, but I think final pave for that should be Thursday. There's still some manholes they were working to adjust, but that should be done by Thursday, and we'll be glad to get that buttoned up. If you go over there and look, there's clearly a lot of restoration, some that's done, some that's going to continue to be done. Final restoration of that, of course, will not be until the spring, so we will hold some money back on the contractors with that until that final restoration is done. But otherwise, the project has gone well. Another grant has also come available, just beginning to look at this, but there's a senior grant opportunity, which I think we're going to get with, again, Parks and Rec staff and senior coordinator Jennifer over there to make available. So another good grant opportunity from the state. Audit work has been completed. We are planning to have the audit on December 6th. I know everybody always looks forward to that. It's an exhilarating time, so bring something to read. SACWA and soccer audits have been done as well, too. I did sit on the presentation of those, so I should have those reports available for you as well. I know there's been some, not as much in the office, I think maybe more in the social media sphere discussion and talk, maybe even consternation about trees and tree removal in the city. I've seen some comments that they, can't believe that we're taking down healthy trees, which I can't believe it either because we don't do that. There are some trees that we have had to take down, and there's gonna be more trees we're gonna have to take down in the future. I am working with DPW to improve our resident notification process on this, so we will have form letters that will go out to everybody ahead of time, let them know, we've investigated the tree, here's what we found, here's the work that'll need to be done, so they can contact, I don't want people coming home and having a tree that's been modified or removed in some way and them not being aware of that, so we're gonna try to eliminate that problem. We don't take down healthy trees. Some of these look healthy from the outside, but there are problems on the inside. This is not unique at all to Huntington Woods. A lot of these suburban communities were built at the same time, the landscaping was put in at the same time, and they have finite lives on them. There were certain species of trees that were popular 60, 70, 80 years ago that we don't plant now, either because we know better. There's a lot of silver maples. You've seen them, these do cause problems. So we are gonna continue to have this work go on. We do make a couple of determinations based upon the health of the tree and just the general health and safety of the community, and people going up and down the sidewalks, particularly because there are sidewalks everywhere in the community. So I want to improve the notification process with that. I'll ask people, if they have questions or concerns, call back and talk to me about this. We can always talk and discuss on these, but ultimately trees in the right of way that are diseased, dying, or found to be a health and safety hazard will either be modified or removed. We have an aggressive replanting program, and we'd like to work with homeowners on that, on type of tree and location for those, and we will do that. We will work with them. We'll usually take one down, let it set for a few months. There will be a pile of debris left, let the ground settle. We will restore that. If you don't want a tree planted, we can work with you on that as well, but we do encourage tree replanting for all that are taken down. So look for those notices to go out. If you have any questions, please call City Hall and talk to me about that. And I think, lastly, I did speak to you a little bit about the 11-mile grant application. There was a news article about that. I think there was some maybe concerns or misunderstanding of what the grant application was for, so I just want to reiterate what the city of Huntington Woods portion of that, what we were looking for, our section from Woodward to Coolidge. We are looking to engage in some traffic calming ideas. The inclusion of a dedicated left turn lane, I think, will definitely help traffic flow and pedestrian safety. And I think most important for us were the traffic signals and dedicated pedestrian crossings. One at Meadowcrest, another one here just across from City Hall, connecting to across 11 Mile to Berkeley, with the express intent of pedestrian safety and getting our children across to Berkeley High School safely. Oak Park is working on the same things as well for some getting across 11 Mile west of Coolidge and across Coolidge to access middle school as well. So that's what's in the plans at this time, such as the plans are. There's no plans for anything else. This will all be subject to public forum and public input down the road. So I just wanted to make that quick mention. The focus for us is on pedestrian safety and traffic calming. And I think getting a left turn lane in that section will be a benefit to our residents, to Berkeley residents, and everybody who uses that corridor. So that is will be a great design upgrade. So that was all I had. Thank you.
Thank you. Are there any questions for the city manager? Okay, with that, I'll entertain a motion to adjourn the meeting.
So moved.
Second.
All those in favor?
Aye.
Aye. Opposed? Motion carried, and the meeting is adjourned.